Hey everyone, it's Allie, and it's time to talk about our Froggy friends one final time. This is going to serve as the endgame update for the build that's going to go over pretty much all the final items you're going to want to get for this. They're going to push your build to the absolute limit. While you could theoretically push further than what we're going to be discussing here, you are entering into territory of double, triple exalted items. They're going to take you days, if not weeks to farm. So realistically, everything we're covering here is what I expect most people to reasonably farm. As always, all this will be covered in the written guide as well in further detail, so do feel free to go read the endgame section of the endgame section. I know it's a mouthful, all the way at the bottom of the guide for more information. Before we begin, I do want to say that our build actually got buffed. The devs went and looked into Permanent Bond, and they actually realized that they should change how it works, so we did gain additional frog. The wool from Permanent Bond no longer counts, so now you can have 10 frogs, 1 crow, and 1 wolf in the endgame. Enjoy your additional bit of single tower damage and clear, and have fun with just having an additional frog for you to go and name. So that said, let's get into exactly what we're going to want to do in the endgame. We're going to be picking up from where the previous video left off and where the mid-game section ended in the written guide, where you have everything else, you got your jungle queens and all the other unique items, and you're ready for something new. From here, you're going to want to look for 2 red rings of Valeria as soon as you can. These rings are just disgusting. They give you increased attributes, they give you health regen, which gives you more ward, the base is movement speed, and they give you 10% less damage if we have 180 attributes, which we more than easily have. This ring is just purple best in slot for a lot of builds, including ours, so it's a no-brainer for us to include 2 of them. Farming for it is going to be a little bit annoying as it is the rarest item in the game, and if you're Merchant's Guild, you unfortunately just got the safer one and buy one, but if you're playing Circle of Fortune, it's not going to be too difficult to get. It's going to cost you somewhere around 500,000 favor, so on average to get one, but as soon as you have one, getting your second and third and fourth is going to be fairly trivial. All you have to do is just get to tier 12 with Circle of Fortune, so you get double prophecies, and then you're going to go over to Ring Telescope and just buy as many unique ring prophecies as possible, and it on average should take 300 to 500,000 favor to get your first copy. Once you do have a red ring, all you're going to do with it is simply just go to your Weaver tree and put it into both of the imprint slots that accept the ring, and you'll on average just end up dropping a raw red ring about once a day or so getting your second copy is not that difficult. From there, your resistances are going to be significantly easier to deal with, meaning that you can now go and farm yourself quite a lot of ward retention and health regen, minor Weaver idols to fill in all of your slots. The way you're going to farm these is going to be the same thing through a telescope. We're just going to go and buy yourself a lot of small Weaver prophecies. There isn't one specifically for the minor ones, but the small one seems to be able to drop them. And on top of that, you could also just do every tomb and cemetery in the hopes that you get some more to drop, as they exclusively come from Weaver monsters. This should push your ward significantly further up, so you have an even comfier time. From there are going to be a few more upgrades you can make, but they're going to be situational and dependent on the content you want to do. If you are looking to just push higher corruption than 1,000, there really isn't much of a reason to than just saying that you did so. It would be worth it to potentially look for a Bastion of Honour, at least with 1 LP on it, in replacement of your Null's Tooth and the fact that you're dual wielding. This would give you 8% more health just from you not having to take 8% more damage due to dual wielding, and you'd be able to block everything within melee range of you, which is likely where all of your deaths are coming from. If you put a tier 7 block effectiveness roll on your Bastion, you should have somewhere around a 20-ish% block chance, and when combined with the 8% less damage you're taking, you should almost be about 30% tankier. You can also go put the hybrid block chance and block effectiveness roll on your rings and your gloves if you want to, but that's going to be situational dependent on you, as at that point we're starting to lose other stats and you might potentially become squishier or have more issues with your resistances. It's up to you if you want to go with that, but just slapping on a red ring would be a fairly large increase to your total health pool. If you're looking to do Uber Aberoth, I would also maybe recommend to potentially go and farm yourself a pair of Grasp of Blood Mage, as these gloves are going to make you take up to 25% of your damage over 4 seconds, which you would then kind of make it go away due to the fact that you just have so much regen that it won't really matter. These are going to be really nice, but they literally don't do anything else for you, and I don't really know if I'd want to use them for normal monolith pushing, as not having actual stats or having the armor mitigation from a pair of Eternal Gauntlets is really worth it. Make sure you put T7 minion AoE on these though, as otherwise with that, these are going to be unusable. Finally, from there's only one real final direction for you to go that's going to be reasonable, and that is just simply going to be getting higher LP versions of all your uniques. Getting a 2 LP chorus is not that difficult to do, and if you could put T7 health regen on it and T5 strength, then you're super happy. And the same thing would go for a well-rolled 2 LP Mantle of the Pale Ox, where you would just get a significant increase to your attributes. I would ideally put T5 strength on both of these as your second LP if you could, and these would likely only take you a few days each to farm if you are interested in them. Make sure to use the imprint slots in your Weaver trees if you aren't specifically farming for more red rings, as you can get yourself quite a lot of Pale Oxes to drop with those. But there's no point in putting chorus in there, as it's not going to be affected by those, and you specifically have to buy from the vendors. You can also look for a 2 LP vessel, although that's going going to take quite a long time to farm. And if you low roll on the region roll, that's going to be kind of sad. So it's up to you if you want to sit there in Temporal Sanctum Prison. Getting a 2 LP Evolution's End is also not going to be that bad because you're likely going to see one as you're farming for choruses. And a 2 LP Cleaver solution should be fairly easy for you to find within only a few 100,000 favor by just using Axe Prophecies. Getting the correct 2 mods on all these items are going to be a little bit difficult, but the planner is going to have all the 2 LP mods if you're looking to chase that down. Outside of that, there isn't anything else you could really do here other than just getting yourself double exalted items everywhere, which is not very reasonable. And all the upgrades we just went over are going to be fairly difficult to farm on their own. If you did manage to push that far with the builds, I hope you've had a great time with it. I hope you enjoyed Frogs. And I personally had a really good time with it too. And it was honestly one of the most fun builds I've done last Epoch in quite a long time. If you have any further questions, please do feel free to leave a comment in the comments below. And I'd be more than happy to help you as soon as I can. I also stream on Twitch every single day. And even though we're going to be playing PoE over the next few days, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about the Frogs. If you simply want to be a kitty and join our community, feel free to come by our Twitch chat and hang out with the other kitties, or come by our Discord and hang with everyone else there as well. With all that said, I hope you kitties in this video. I hope you enjoy your frogs, and I'll see you all in the next video.